Ladies and gentlemen, today we finally put an end to this mess for good. So why am I starting in the Velvet Room? Well, I just figured that it's a special occasion. This will be the last time in this entire series where Belladonna and Nameless will ever have a physical appearance as of this point in time in 2026. Igor returns in other games because Philemon isn't exactly in any position to continue his role, so Igor kind of just takes over for the Velvet Room. But these two do not make another physical appearance. Neither does the Demon Painter, but I guess because we don't need cards anymore. So, let's have one final chat with Belladonna and Nameless. Yeah, what she said. So, before we go to the final battle, I have made one final persona for the sake of our battle. I made Suzaku of the Temperance Arcana. We obtained his material card all the way back at the Amino Torifune, but I made him for one specific reason. He gets Hieroglyphian, a light skill that deals damage dependent on the persona's strength. I did give Suzaku an all card to boost his stats up. And we also have Ouroboros here still, who also has Hieroglyphian. So, Maya has one specific job. She is going to have Tsukuyomi to work with Tatsuya to set up our buffs. Then she's going to switch to Suzaku and do tons of damage. Tatsuya's job is also simple. He is going to help Maya with getting buffs up. Then he's going to switch to Ouroboros, click Hieroglyphian, and do tons of damage. Ula is going to set up Tetraja with Hanuman, and then once Izanami is off of Tatsuya, she will switch it in and start doing heavy rains with Haster. Katsuya is basically our supporter. He is only going to be sitting there and using Medea Rahan or Tetrakarn, and anytime I don't need to any of those things, he's going to be clicking Megadulion. That is basically all he's here for, and I guess he's going to throw items if I need them. Baofu is just here for Haster. He is going to sit here on Haster, he is never switching personas, and he will spam Aquary Tide every turn. That is it. That's all he's going to do. He has no other role. And that is it. That is our setup. So I did take the liberty of buying items. I do have more all-in senses, but I did take the liberty of buying some items. I have 99 beads and 99 chewing souls, and I got some miracle eggs from the casino. 20 may not be enough, because we're going to be burning through a lot of SP in this fight. I also did stock up on Bombs of Life just in case some stupid shit happens. And I also did get some extra muscle drinks. These are useful because they increase your max HP. And they're full health heals. And Nyarlethotep hits like a truck. That's why we want to have buffs, but muscle drinks are also very useful to have. Having at least 5 is nice, but this is a 2-phase fight, so you may as well bring 10. And I didn't buy any extra Magatamas, but I did go and buy armor. So, Toa Defense has some better equips than Rosa Candida at this point in the game. So I did buy stuff from both shops. I still have the Mechanical Hat because it nullifies critical hits. We have the Maximilian from Toa Defense on the ladies. Whereas, well actually no, everyone has them. But the black leg guards are only for the men. So, only the men can get them. I did take off the Luxor's for the Warlord's Manual because it's basically the best item I have. Maya still has the Angel Egg. Now, there were 2 equips I could have gotten earlier, but I didn't, and now they're gone. By spreading the rumors about Rosa Candida and Parabellum, and getting the right result, you have access to 2 things. The Dragoon Gun and the Best Dresser Armor, which you can then upgrade towards the end of the game at Pod Paracha. I didn't buy either of them, apparently, so I don't have them. So I can't upgrade things I don't have. So, just be sure to check the shop and buy the things that you see that may be different. Don't be me, okay? Anyway, otherwise for equips, Ula's really no different. Katsuya really does not need the karma ring since he's not really going to be doing any attacking. I don't have anything for Balfo. Let me just give him some random things. I have the leader's manual, I guess. I'm going to have the leader's manual. And then Tatsuya has the adjustment gear for lower SP costs. He has the most SP, so having to restore his is the most costly. So I wanted to make sure that he's using the most he can. Alright, let's go. I have the golden honey already up. Will be the last time we see this room. Alright, let's get going. We have our final battle. Here we go. So, with everything we've done, beyond this door lies the finale. So, before we go, actually, there's one thing I want to talk about, and it's going to be like a thing I know someone's going to question me about at some point. And it's regarding Persona 3. Will I ever do Persona 3? Yeah, probably. But there is one colossal problem with Persona 3. Unlike Personas 4 and 5, where there was a strictly better version of the game that is widely considered the definitive version of the game, Persona 3 doesn't have something like that. Because FES has different content from Portable that has different content from Reload, and Reload is the most recent version of the game, yet doesn't have all the content of the previous versions. Because Persona 3 Portable has an entire second playthrough where you can actually play as a female protagonist. For the one and only other time besides this game, and they butchered it by making Maya sound protagonist. Anyway, I gotta stop doing that. So, yeah. If I were to do Persona 3, the problem is, Persona 3 is not a short game. There's an entire second playthrough with the answer and or episode, I guess, in which I'd probably just use Reload as the base because Reload is the most recent and most graphically impressive version of the game that currently exists, while also having to show content from FES and Portable. And, yeah, it would be a massively long undertaking, and I am one person. I have no other help for these kinds of things, so I have to do it all on my own, and frankly, it would take an eternity to do. Persona 3 is not a short game. Now, with that out of the way, let's go deal with the fuckstick who's been screwing with us this whole time. This guy fucked with Tatsuya and our party way too long. Hell, he even had his fingers in the whole Mikage Cho incident with Maki. So let's put an end to the crawling chaos, once and for all.
Congratulations, you finally made it. This last toy is right here.
Give June back.
You're wondering why nothing has happened to you? Well, I saved the best for last. We must show your secret to your friends, right, Paradox Boy? You've all learned something very important here. The undeniable truth of the world that some things cannot be changed. I am the shadow of humanity. As long as there's darkness in your heart, I'll never go away. Behold the cruel chaos' final ordeal.
There is one way left to change things, to erase the fact of your meeting on that summer evening. The first strings in his wicked web of fate were spun on that day. If that one point ceases to exist, it will give rise to an alternate timeline, one which does not lead to this tragedy. Can you do that? From the first, people have had a tremendous power in their souls over the flow of reality. Even without the illusions of Xibalba and the crystal skulls, your strong wills are enough to change reality. Yes, the power that created your world is the same as your inner strength. In this collective unconsciousness, it is possible. Are you saying we can reset everything? In exchange for all of it? Our memories and pasts? Does that mean I'll forget everyone? No, I don't want that. Is there any other way? There is none here in the seat of his power. He draws strength from the negative emotions of people unconsciously desiring destruction. If you are to stop him, then mankind itself must change. You must create this new world. I'll never forget. I don't dare to. Damn straight! I'm not gonna let myself forget any of this! That bastard set all this up! Let's do this! We'll show him that not everything goes his way! We'll meet again, won't we? Then concentrate and envision your new reality. The strength of your will shall lead you to another state. Just a little something for luck. I'm sure I won't forget you now, Tatsuya. Now, we will not see each other again for some time. Is there anything you would like to say before you go? History has to repeat itself. You still set us up, you bastard. I am Philemon, a dweller in the rift between consciousness and unconsciousness of all souls. I am you, you are me. I shall always watch over you from within. Farewell.
Jinya, 私のこと忘れないで。大好きよ。
さよならは言わないよ。ただ、ありがとう。
ダメだ、忘れたくない。忘れられるものか。みんな行かないでくれ。もう一人にしないでくれ。嫌だ、嫌だ、嫌だ。
How's that, Tatsuya Suo? Do you like your punishment? You couldn't ask them to fight with you. That's because the soulless nobles of the Book of Destruction is you! You broke your promise to your friends. The condition to stay in this world was to give up your memories in the old world. But you rejected it. At that moment, the boundary separating the two worlds vacillated. That was you. That's why you failed to synchronize with the you of this world. Push all the pain upon your friends and still retain your memory. That's an unforgivable sin. A sin must have punishment. That's why I give you the chance to meet her again. I coached fate for you all to meet again. What's wrong? Are you going to hide in your shell again? That face of yours when you met that woman and regained your memories? You should have seen it.
You sneaky son of a bitch.
Am I detestable? But that is what you humans desired. You crave destruction from the depths of your hearts. That is me. The Shadow does not forgive anyone who goes against fate.
Ah, shut up. You can take this fear of yours and stick it up your ass. Listen up, Tatsuya. Fate is no different than a prediction too late. If something happens, all you have to say is this. It was all fate.
Pathetic humans. I'll show you what happens to those who said the same thing to me in the past.
生に意味などないと知るがいい。答えなどどこにもないと泣くがいい。上に闇があり影がある。私はお前たち人間そのものだ。
俺はもう二度と背中を見せない。犯した罪にも自分にもだ。
This is it. The crawling chaos himself. The god of 1,000 faces. Nyarlethotep. In the flesh. Well, sort of. This is his first phase, the Moon Howler. This is the very form he took on when he left after Maya's death. If I remember correctly, we've seen this form before somewhere else, but I don't remember where. I think it was in Persona 1 that he used the Moon Howler. Well, actually, no. It was, I mean, the Führer. The Führer had the Moon Howler as his persona. It was the one holding the Spear of Destiny when he uses it. But before we murderize the shit out of this guy, let's talk to him. Shut up. Alright, so, the Moon Howler is a very specific boss. Throughout Monado Mandala, we have been given a number of choices. Those choices determine the strength of the Moon Howler specifically. His second phase will be the same regardless of your decisions, but they do have an effect on the ending of the game. If you chose to make sure that Ikichi and Lisa did not recover their memories, Nyarlathotep's first phase will have weaknesses to water and wind. If you chose to make one of the two remember their memories, he will lose his wind weakness, and then his skill Guard Punish, which is a very painful attack on its own, will appear in place of Megidolion. If you have both of them remember, by the way, he gets stat boosts for every time someone remembers. He loses all weaknesses, resists well, he doesn't resist, he nulls Almighty, and he adds the incredibly dangerous dark skill, Omega Cluster, to his moveset. Omega Cluster is basically like a timed death bomb. Once it goes off, someone dies, regardless of how much HP they have. But his first phase is going to be pretty straightforward. We set up our buffs, and then we hope we don't die. So we are going to set up our buffs immediately. So we're going to start off with... We definitely want to raise our defenses first, because he does have Guard Punish. And Guard Punish is incredibly dangerous. So I'm going to have Maya do that. We're going to use Tetraja immediately, because I want to switch personas as soon as I can. Katsuya will start setting up Tetrakarn. We are going to prioritize Tetrakarns on Battlefood because he is weak to Fizz, and we can't guard because of Guard Punish. And then we will just click Aqua Tide. If he tries to use Megidolion, he'll just reflect damage back to himself because of Haster. So let's go. So let's set up our buff first, and then we'll see what he wants to do us first. Why does it look like Alice is giving the middle finger? Alright, that doesn't do that much. Eternal Black. And that's why we want to have Tetraja, because it can still do that. Oh god, he gets a turn before Maya. That's bad. I'm gonna have to forego using a buff then, because I need to put Tetraja back up. I'm just gonna switch in Ouroboros and hit him with the Hieroglyphian now. And hopefully my turn order is better next turn. Katsuya will Tetrakarn Tatsuya. And then everyone else will do their thing. We're gonna Makakaja just to boost up our damage. Then after Katsuya's Tetrakarn, we will stop. That doesn't do that much. 496 isn't that much damage. Alright, what are you gonna do? Megadolion! Yikes. Yikes! Nice. It's not much damage, but it's something. Alright, let's switch back in our other persona so that we can get our buffs up. We fortunately have Tetrarch up, so let's do Masa Makaja because he's just gonna hit us with tons of damage. And then Katsuya will throw up a heal now. Yeah, throw up a heal now. And then we have Tetrarch up, so we can just click Magarodine. And then go. I would have prioritized defenses over offensive buffs immediately, because survivability is still very important to have. Like, you can buff your attack up all you want after you're secure. I mean, that's not doing that much. He has like 8,000 HP if you don't recover memories. But look how much SP we're burning through already. Nice miss. Those accessories I got, those pieces of equipment I got are really useful because they increase our evasion. We don't need Tatarakaja up at all. So, everyone else is fine. Let's just keep setting up Tetrakarns. Guard Punish is a very bad skill because it hurts a lot, even with defense buffs. So I just want to make sure we are set up on everything. Alright, we don't need any more buffs now, so we can switch to our other personas. Look at that damage boost! Alright, how much is Akrotide gonna do? Almost 1k! Megadolion! Oh yeah, that magic defense buff was very useful. Alright, Katsuya doesn't need to heal, so just keep setting up Tetrakarns. Put one on yourself. And now that we've set up our buffs, Ouroboros and Suzaku are in. We will need to reset our buffs for the second phase, and that's the important part. And now that we've done that, we can do this. Now we can start clicking Heavy Rain. It is very useful that you get Malaquidine. Alright, go team, go. Hit him. Let's see how much Heavy Rain does. A lot! That's insane damage. 504, that's nice. Alright, what are you gonna do to me? Megadolion. He really does not want to click Guard Punish, does he? Alright. Good turn order. We can do another Heavy Rain. I could do Bane Splash if I really wanted to, but that requires 3 actions. I think Heavy Rain is better just because it gives me more opportunity to do other moves. I'm actually gonna just throw up a Mediraha now. How much health do you have left? He's almost out of the first phase already. Oh my god, buffs are king in this game. Alright, blast him. Get him out of his first phase. Emulator.
めてだ。最高の惨事を大敵視。
This is the real final boss. The God of 1,000 Faces. That is his actual name. Alright, so, plan is simple. We are not on our other personas, so we are going to immediately switch back to our setups. Actually, we can just keep Ula on her current persona because we can just immediately set up Heartfelt Prayer with Rakugaja. Well, actually, no. Because I think that all of my buffs are gone, so I have to reset them. And that includes Tetraja, so I want Tetraja back. Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid to me immediately. I need to switch my persona. Hopefully he doesn't do anything really, really bad immediately. So in this phase, Nyarlethotep has no weakness, and he has Transient Ripple to remove buffs. So just be... Well, actually, hold on. I'm actually going to forego healing to set up Tetrakarn immediately. Because if he decides to click Guard Punish, Balfu's probably going to get destroyed. Because I don't have my defense up yet. Everyone else is just going to have to tank their turn. Actually, I can just do that. And hope he does something bad. Wheel Time! That is the worst move he could use. Because Wheel Time gets stronger with each use. Alright, good. He hit himself. And I can get Katsuya to heal everyone at the end of the turn. Alright, perfect. We can get Tetraja, Balfu can quick Akuri Tide, and Katsuya can patch us up. That cost is getting very wild. I'm gonna have to use an item soon. Alright. My Rakugaja is the most important because now he has Shadow Kill added to his moveset, which is a powerful thrown damage skill. And that is no good. He still has Guard Punish, but Shadow Kill hits like a truck. Alright, good. Got us patched up. So, one thing I neglected to bring up is I put Chaos Element. And that is once again why we use Tetraja. Fuck me sideways. Why is my turn order so shit? Alright, change of plans. We're gonna use Artemis, and we're gonna set up Tetrakarn on ourselves. We're gonna put Tetraja back up, and then we're gonna put Tetrakarn on someone else. On Ula. And then we're gonna have to hope and pray. This is part of why I brought Artemis along, even though she's not really doing anything else. Having a second Tetrakarner is very nice to have. Alright, what are you gonna do to me? Chaos Element again. Chaos Element is bad because it has our HP. Or it does something really bad. I don't know exactly what it does. Alright, Maya, get back on the bus. We're going to have to put Tetraja back up again. Let's put up our magic attack. Let's prioritize that. Sorry, Balfu's next attack will actually do a lot more damage. And then we'll Tetrakarn... Actually, Tetrakarn Tatsuya first. You're fine, you resist everything. Because as long as we can get our magic attack buff up, then once we start smacking him with fusion spells, then we'll really be upping our damage. Though Katsuya is definitely gonna need an egg. Well, doesn't need an egg yet. Alright, what are you gonna do? Wheel time! Yikes. Yikes! Yeah, I'm definitely upping my magic defense next. Please actually go eat a dick and die, Nyarlathotep. I don't have an answer for this. What do you have? I could have used you for Rakugaja. You know what? Let's just temporarily put you on so that way I can do an action without worry. We're just gonna give Katsuya an egg now. And then Tatsuya can just heal the party with Heartfelt Prayer. That should be fine. Because Katsuya will get his SP up and we get a heal. Also, Katsuya is very loud now with his persona calls. Shadow kill! Nice dodge. Look at that! And that is why we have Tetra cards up. Real shame that we now got to reapply them all. Alright, Baofu got hit, so he's getting one first. We can now do our buffs, so we're going to put Magic Defense. And then after that, we can go right back to our regularly scheduled shenanigans. Well, actually, he has no weakness, so I can do basically anything. Actually, you know what? I don't need Tetraja up right now, so we can just use Odin. Even though it's going to cost me more. Let's just hit him with Thunder Baptism. And then Tatsuya, get up there. Do that like that. Alright, good. As long as he doesn't use Transient Ripple, we should be fine. Alright. So Tatsuya and Katsuya are still fine when it comes to Tetra cards. So let's see how much this does now with the buff. And not that much more. Yeah, it's not doing that much. Wheel time! Oh, yeah, that buff was useful. Odin is very nice to have here. He's getting into attack before everybody. Alright, well, my actions don't matter because I'm just gonna click. Ouch! Alright. We don't need any more buffs, so we're going straight back to our usual duology of terror. So Ouroboros and Suzaku. So back to Hieroglyphian spam. I could use fusion spells, but Hieroglyphian is just more fun. I mean, we're never going to see this skill ever again because they're never going to bring it back. Just like Earth skills. Earth skills are dead too. Well, actually, hold on. Change of plans. Bring out Izanami. We're going back to Heavy Rain. I mean, if I'm going to use fusion spells, I may as well. I'm never going to get to use them again. Well, Persona 3 has fusion spells, but not like in this game. So, him with the Heavy Rain. How much is that doing? Okay, it's still doing a lot. Alright, good. That's not doing as much, but it's fine. We have 2 of them going out every turn now. Chaos Element! So I need to switch back to Hanuman. Wow, perfect. Alright. Well, I get to turn before everyone else, so he can use Hanuman. I do like how this final boss is a lot more involved than the final boss of Instant Sin was. Because the final boss of Instant Sin is literally just click your strongest multi-target fusion spell and watch the boss die slowly. Whereas here, Tetraja is basically mandatory to not get fucked by Chaos Element. Speaking of Chaos Element. But yeah, Tetraja is basically required to not get screwed by Chaos Element. Alright, I need Tetraja up. So I'm gonna have to have Baofu not attack. Well, actually, I'll have him attack. And then we will... I think everyone has Tetra card up already. Put one up on yourself. Actually, yeah, put one up on yourself, I guess. And then next turn, I'll use an egg on Ula. That should be fine. I mean, the one stipulation about the fact this fight is a lot more involved is that this fight is longer than the final boss of Instant Sin. But then again, this is Nyarlethotep fighting us with everything he's got, so it makes sense that he's a lot harder. But we managed to beat his avatar. Well, technically his avatar managed to beat itself. Oh shit, he gets to attack before me. Alright, what are you gonna do to me? Wheel of Fortune! Okay, Wheel of Fortune is very bad because he has now locked us into our current personas for about 4 turns. As you can see, I cannot switch persona, so I'm stuck on whatever I have on right now, which is great. But I can still use items, so I'm gonna have Ula eat an egg. We're gonna Hieroglyphian, we're gonna Aqua Retire, we're gonna Hieroglyphian, and we're gonna reset our Tetrachron Maya. You know, it'd be hilarious if he used Shadow Kill and killed himself. I'm pretty sure I have Tetrachrons up on everyone. Please? I don't know how much health he has. I'm pretty sure he's still very healthy. I didn't waste a lot of time buffing. Alright, good. Alright, what are you gonna do? Chaos Element! What's a good thing we have Hahnemann on still. Well, we're stuck on him, so it's not gonna matter so much. Okay, everyone gets to attack before except Baofu. That's great. Alright. Still can't change personas. Ula will set up Tetraja again. We'll have our double Hieroglyphian crew do their thing, and then we will have Katsuya heal. Not like I really need a heal right now, but you never know. He could do something stupid to me. Alright, Hieroglyphian team, go! I gave Maya and Tatsuya Hieroglyphian specifically, because this is more their fight than everyone else's. Like, out of everyone who's been wronged by Nyarlethotep the most, it's definitely Maya and Tatsuya. So I think they deserve to be the ones with the Hieroglyphian. Alright, what are you gonna do? Wheel of Fortune, so he's still locking me into my current personas. Thanks, dude. I love you not being allowed to use other personas. You know, that's cute. Thanks, dude. I don't have anything else to do now, so I'm just gonna click Negidolion. Thanks, dude. And I had Tetraja up, so I'm just gonna click, Miragi 9, I guess. Okay, thanks, dude. Yeah. I was trying to think if I had a different move I can use, but I don't really have anything else. He is still pretty healthy. He's still wiggling around. Alright. See how much this does. We still have all our buffs up, so if he uses Transient Ripple, that could be very bad. Yeah, Alice, kick him! Wheel time! That defense buff is helpful. Yikes. Alright, how much health? He's still very healthy. He is level 99, by the way. We still can't change personas. Katsuya, heal the party. And then we'll have you eat an egg next turn. And everyone else is fine because I'm going to stop after Tatsuya's Hieroglyphian. I like having all my ducks in a proverbial row, if you catch my drift. Okay, it looks like his wriggling is slower. I think he's almost dead. Oh, Shadow Kill! Oh, yeah, Maya dodged. Yes, yes, please? Ah, he's almost dead. All right, no, I want to meme him. I want to meme this guy to death. He has fucked around with us far too long. All right, I can't choose personas. Alright, so Maya and Katsuya didn't get hit. I'm pretty sure I have items, though, I can use. I have 5 physical guards. Alright, so Ula, physical guard. I don't need to heal, so let's Tetrachron Baofu. And Baofu using another one of our physical guards on Tatsuya. I mean, it would be nice if Tatsuya can get the finishing blow, but if I can meme him, I will do it. Come on. I don't know, these hieroglyphics may be enough. He might not Shadow Kill. Please shadow kill. Wheel time! Wait, he might actually still die. There's a chance. Yikes. Oh my god, it's getting stronger. Please? Ah, damn it. Oh, he gets to attack before me. Uh-oh. Please? Shadow kill! Oh, he got 4 of them! 1, 2, 3! Come on! Oh, come on! No! Can I switch personas yet? Nope. Okay, fine. I need to heal too, by the way, so I'm gonna use beat chains. Yeah, I just remembered. There was something I forgot to talk about that was important, but it's too late now. I'm gonna have to do it after the fight. I still have a few magical guards, physical guards, so 4 of my party members got hit by shadow kill, so I need to use basically all of these. And Baofu, use our last one on... Well, Katsuya's been dodging like a champion, so use a magical guard on Maya. I don't know if they stack, but I hope they do. I mean, these items aren't going anywhere. These items don't carry over, I'm pretty sure, between playthroughs. Alright, here we go. Shadow kill! Okay. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. I want the meme kill. I want the meme kill. Tatsuya dodged, so I could memes. I have 1 physical guard. Tatsuya. Use it on your brother. I'm pretty sure he didn't dodge. And then that's all for physical guard, so I'll use my 1 magical guard on Nuola. And then you Tetrakarn Maya. And then we hopefully don't get murdered. Oh, wait, he attacks before me. Wheel time? This fucking dude. Come on, man. I still can't change personas. Alright, yeah, my turn got wasted because I stopped my action beforehand, so I can still use stuff. How many? Still have my 1 magical guard, so use that on Wola. Baofu. Aqua Tide, I guess. And then Tatsuya. If all else fails, hit him with Hieroglyphian, I guess. I'm trying so hard to meme this fucking guy. Like, I want 1 more meme kill for the road. Like, one of these other 2 attacks might kill him because of my buffs. Damn it! No! I wanted to meme him!
Can't be. It's not possible. This contradiction, I won't accept it.
Crawling chaos, accept your defeat.
Philemon.
They represent the potential of mankind. You, the dark side of the collective unconsciousness, are linked to all humans. That is why they move the hearts of the people. All potential is born from chaos. I see. That's right.
What irony! This is my fate! But remember this, the masses of idiocy will squirm in the center of the cosmos are yourselves. As long as you exist, so too shall I.
You're too damn stubborn. There's no such thing as a human without shadows. We'll make you remember that your place is here. Just go to hell and be done with it. And just like that, he's gone. It's over. No, there's still one more thing. The fact remains that I'm the paradox. If I stay here, then this side will be engulfed by the other side. I'm going home. I made a promise to June. He kept his word. Now it's my turn. The only thing left on the other side is our city. We'll rebuild a great world. Tatsuya, you...
Tatsuya, there's one thing I've got to tell you. There are good things even when you become an adult. Just a few.
Yeah, I know.
Tatsuya!
Tatsuya-kun! We are connected by this ocean. We can meet again. The specter has retreated to the deep corners of the subconscious and up. The shady story kind of may know the truth of what happened, somehow. Nonetheless, what he has left behind will live on the hearts of the people. I'm not parsing any bond spoilers. This is what I will believe. I want to see his fire in their hearts. Amano-senpai, the chief is calling you. Senpai. I'm gonna keep working here a bit longer. After looking at you, I thought I could work harder too. I don't know how to say it, but I'll work hard. This is my fate. Yeah, you do that, pal. Just think positive.
Sorry, Miki. Everyone's looking for someone these days. It's time for me to move on. I took down the sign. I won't be chasing rumors anymore. I'm starting a search agency for missing people. After what just took place, we're doing okay. Well, I'm starting all over again, so he won't laugh at me. My partner beckons once again.
Kaoru, we should get going. Our client might start complaining.
Yeah, I got it.
Miki-san, I'll take care of him, so don't worry. Indeed. Do they not know the meaning of being punctual? Oh gosh, ma. That's not true. Don't worry, they'll be here. By the way, I read your dissertation on economics. It was brilliant. Of course it was. Of course, Nanjo. Fucking hell. But, thanks to him, we can go on with our lives. It is ironic, isn't it? His appearance is the same, but I can't believe he doesn't remember anything. The same with Jun Kashihara and the rest. Imagine not being the key, remembering being the key to saving this world. Hey, Kay, do you think they don't actually remember? I'm not sure, but I know that there are two things that are for certain. Praying for the people's sake isn't wrong, and we have an obligation to lead the world properly. This world which he saved. You're right. And the whole gang is here. It's a real shame that Mark and Ayase don't appear at all in this game, Because it would be nice to have the whole Persona 1 crew. But Mark and Ayase literally never appear in the flesh in the series again, I believe, after Persona 1. Yo, I saw the cover, Ellie. That's great. Shinsuke-san praised you about having a great smile. Now Erika can stand on her own. I have an announcement. Kido-kun's getting married, and she's cute, too. Congratulations. Well, her house collapsed, you know. Besides, we already decided the name. If it's a boy, Takashi. Good name, huh? Yeah, it's a good name. It's nice to see the Persona 1 crew again. But there is one other person who showed up. Welcome back! Unfortunately, we don't get to see Naoya, ever. Outside that one flashback. What is the boss doing here? I don't know, but I feel like that's behind a very important memory here. Me too. You guys too? Somehow, I'm very sad. Yeah. I feel a great void in my heart. What do you want calling me here? That's rare. I think it's gonna start raining. My hand moved on its own. Hey, bro, is it hard to become a detective? Won't Pops get upset? Yeah, right. Alright, I'll teach you the ways of a detective. You started up smoking again. Yeah, with all that's happened... Listen up, a detective is... So, at the end of the game, depending on whether Ikichi or Lisa remember the events of Innocent Sin, the cutscene there does play out ever so slightly differently at the shrine, but otherwise, Jun will never recover his memories, so everything is fine. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say the same for the other side's Tatsuya. But that's Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, and from that point, the end of the old Persona games. These characters or events will pretty much never ever be brought up again beyond like one throwaway line about the Kirijo group being split off in the Nanjo group in Persona 3. And beyond that, aside from maybe like a few cameo things, the old Persona games may as well practically never have existed to begin with. But aside from some quirks, like, yeah, Demon Negotiation is less of a pain in the ass in this game than it was in Instant Sin. But there are some jank things, like the whole Aishima thing in the Undersea Ruins was absolutely horrendous. I still think that negotiations results tied to dungeon should be guaranteed or at least be prioritized over skill rumors. But they aren't. So it makes it a pain in the ass, especially when you have the chance of not getting anything from some negotiations. Now, earlier I said that there was something important I forgot to bring up. And it's that money, cards, and casino coins all carry over to New Game Plus, which is the way you get Armageddon, because you need to have bought the material card for Satan or Lucifer from the casino when it becomes available, because otherwise you won't have access to it unless you choose the same character. And if you want to do the bonus dungeon, you must have a save file in which you have done both Nanjo's route and Ellie's route in one file, meaning that you have to do a whole second playthrough on Ellie's route if you chose to do Nanjo's. The problem with this is, on the PSP version, the rest of Tatsuya's scenario beyond episode 1 is not available. So you won't have access to the extra 2 full cards you get during Tatsuya Scenario 3. Meaning that if you didn't do Salam's map quest for Monado Mandala, you will be short on cards and you'll have to grind them the hard way. And trust me, I don't wish that upon my worst enemies. It was horrible I did in Instant Sin. Never do it, ever. Don't. It's painful. But I do think that they really do up the difficulty factor of Eternal Punishment compared to Innocent Sin, which is basically like a brain dump half the time when it comes to the difficulty. And it's nice seeing the whole Persona 1 cast, barring Mark, Ayase, and Naoya in the same place at the end of the game. I mean, I know we're probably never getting any kind of remake or remaster or anything of these older games, since Atlas seems to have this, like, weird hate boner for the older games, only using them for promotional material and then throwing them back into the basement, which is a real shame. But I think that's all I have to say. I like this game. I like the Persona 2 duology. I really think it is a good story. And having a consistent villain in Nyarlethotep, instead of like every game having its own separate godlike entity born from humanity screwing shit up as always, it works out a lot better. But I don't know what Atlas is doing. I really hope that we go back to having like a consistent one villain who basically kind of like is responsible for all the problems, like Nyarlathotep was, since we already know that his fingerprints are all over the whole Maki thing in Persona 1. But I have little else to say, though. I'm not much of a yap general, as always. So, don't know what's coming up next. I'm still on the drawing board. So, look forward to whatever the hell it is I come up with. And, yeah. Hopefully, Tatsuya and whoever else is still there on the other side can rebuild it well. But anyway, I'm gonna mute my mic and let the credits roll. And I'll see you in the next project. I don't know if we're already almost done with the credits, but hopefully we're not. But anyway, yeah, goodbye. Ah, my ears! Jesus Christ! Alright, so... that was it! The game is done! Apparently... So let me just... before we end, let me show off my first playthrough save, because I still have them. Okay, except that one. That one's not it. It's all the way up here. This was my first playthrough save. I'm actually just gonna load this one real quick. I just want to see what it's like. Alright, yeah, this is the PSP version's music. So, yeah, this is kind of why I decided to use the PS1 version's music. Anyway, I have Light Dragon up for some reason. What do I have for personas? I have, like, no money. I have Artemis, oh, I have Rangda on this file. Cool. I have Isis. I don't have Alice, because I didn't go get Alice. Still have Tsukiyomi, but Tsukiyomi does not have all the buffs. You have Artemis with Garudine. Medea-Rama? Hanuman with Tsukikaja. Tetrakarn? Izanami doesn't have a... I think the Izanami has a skill card. I think it's Garudine. Medea-Rama? What the hell was I doing? I still have Nezha! Genbu with Zionga? What's Hastur have? Nothing. Wow, this file is, awful. Whatever items then on this file. I still have luck incenses. I didn't use my incense. Every time, dude! I always don't use my incenses, and I have a bunch of cards. So yeah, cards carry over, so all of these cards would carry over. I didn't do the map quest in this file either. Fantastic. Oh my god. Wow, this file sucks ass, dude. What are my stats look like? Also, Tatsuya, as you can see, is only level 71, not 99, because this was before I finished that Instant Sin playthrough. This was from several years ago, so it kind of makes sense my levels are a lot lower. But, oh my god, turn this music off. Oh my god, I'm so used to... Oh, much better. I'm so used to this. Right, so, now for real. We will end it there. And I will see you in the next project, whenever that comes, because I don't know what I'm going to do besides Tale of Vasya. So I will see you then.